Hey guys, how are you? David DeFranco here from daviddefranco.com. It is once again time for exposure adjustments and a tour of my office. Now I'm calling this Tour of a Geek's office for fall of 2014. Now it might not feel like fall because it's December, it's cold, and Christmas is literally just a few weeks away. But it technically is fall, so keep that in mind. And number two, that's just my excuse to do another office tour sometime in January or February, because post-holidays my office could change quite a bit. And with that said, let's get started. Alright, so starting in this corner, this is a Macworld magazine that I got from my very good friend Alfred, and he was nice enough to frame it for me, so I think it looks pretty cool on the wall. Down here are my camera bags. My newest Christmas decoration is in front of the window, that way people can actually see it when they go by. I think it looks pretty decent. And by people going by, I just mean me and the mailman. I don't really get many visitors. Oh, maybe the UPS guy and FedEx guy occasionally. Especially lately, with all the Christmas stuff going on. So I think that looks really nice, and I should note that the garland was not included. I kind of put it on there because I think it looks even nicer. Those are boxes and things that I had to throw away from Christmas gifts. My somewhat G-head odor, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Boomco stickers. They were a sponsor a while ago. And there is half my Portal Loot Crate sticker, and the other half is in my bedroom. Down here is a little Rubik's Cube keychain. I have my tripod right here with my Canon T4i, my lamp, Christmas moose, all that stuff, including my Hypno Cube, which I turn on every single night. I love this thing. Got it from Geek for, I think, $99 as a Christmas gift one year. It's definitely not cheap, but you gotta factor in the fact that I've used this thing for at least a couple years now, and it has been perfect. There's a first generation Apple TV down there under that moose or reindeer. I'm still confused. Well, it is Christmas time, so that would make sense. Down here is a bunch of Christmas stuff that I need to sort out, including my advent calendar. Are you watching my Countdown to Christmas 2014 series yet? If not, I encourage you to do so. It's fun, it's quick, and it's just something I think you would enjoy. I mean, I know I'm enjoying it very much. Down there's kind of my shipping center with letters, envelopes, tape, my printer. And down here is a brand new iPad mini with Retina display, space gray, Wi-Fi, 16 gigabyte, and yes, this is for one of you guys. I just still need to figure out giveaway details and all that good stuff. Over there is a video lighting kit, at least part of the lighting kit. This light alone makes a huge difference when recording videos. I cannot imagine making videos without this now. And yes, some people argue that I have it facing the wrong way. Well, in my opinion, wrong is relative to one's location and experience, and I think it works better facing this way, but that's just me. Here is my gamer and geek shelf. I have done an entire video on this, so I'm not going to talk about it too much, but there are a few things on here that I've recently moved around, including my Christmas stockings. I just added them about a week ago, and I think they look pretty nice over my triple monitor setup, which I'll talk about shortly. What else is new? These are the first two pieces to my Lego Advent Calendar. Day 3 is coming soon, but by the time you see this, I'm probably up to Day 4 or Day 5. Some rabbits. I think I got them from One-Up-Box or Loot Crate. I don't know, it's honestly all the same to me, because it's gamer and geek stuff, and I'm quite passionate about that stuff. And if I say stuff one more time, I'm gonna lose my stuff. Anyway, I'm probably driving some people crazy if I flip the camera back and forth, but I like this style. It kind of makes it more personal. Alright, where to next? How about the 2006 Mac Pro, which, yes, is back in my office. Now, occasionally, I do need to use my Mac Pro for its optical drive, or maybe just some files I have located on one of the 4 hard drives, and while it works beautifully, now I typically use it via back to my Mac, so I technically access it from my 2013 Mac Pro, which is hidden back here. Yes, it has to be hidden, unfortunately. That's the only downside about triple monitor setups, is that, well, I have less desk space. But, I mean, I gotta say, I still have plenty of space. Just, I can't really show off the Mac Pro like I previously could. But honestly, guys, that's really not a huge deal. so I don't really mind all that much. But yes, it is nice having the 2006 Mac Pro back in my office. It's kind of cool because that, in a way, made me into the person that I am today. Besides my 17-inch PowerBook G4, not to downplay my PowerBook, but I feel like I got a lot more work done on my Mac Pro. I mean, my PowerBook definitely started my Apple obsession, and I have no shame in saying that. I mean, I love Apple. They're such a culture-filled brand, and they make quality products. Besides that Bendgate issue, I will say that definitely is a problem. But aside from that, Apple makes premium products, and I'm proud to call myself a Mac user. And speaking of Mac, let's talk about the late 2013 Mac Pro setup. Here are my 3 monitors. Brand Rocket's currently on the left monitor with Twitter. And my primary monitor, right there, has my personal website and David's Christmas wish list of 2014. That video will be going up next week, if all goes well. And finally, my 3rd monitor over here is just featuring another website of mine, which I don't really manage anymore, MacProUpgrades.com. But I primarily use that 3rd monitor for email, iMessage, coding with CSS, if you want to call that coding. It's just really modifying different elements of a website. But hey, I enjoy it. iTunes and stuff like that. Basically, my 3rd monitor is typically used for tasks that can just stay in the background, like email and iMessage and stuff. And that alone has significantly increased my productivity, and I will talk about that in detail in a future video. Alright, so what else do we have here? We have my Apple Bluetooth keyboard, Apple Magic Mouse, coffee cup, because I just finished drinking coffee. You shouldn't be surprised, guys. I mean, I freaking love my coffee. iPhone 5S, yes, I'm still not using a 6 or 6 Plus. But you know what, honestly, I love it, and I'm really excited with the iPhone 6S next year. Here's an iPad Mini 3 in gold. Guys, honestly, I am loving this iPad. The best iPad I've ever owned. Here's a GoPro Hero 3 Plus Black Edition. I use this thing all the time for vlogs and whatever else. And yes, it is a great vlogging camera, so even if you're not into extreme sports, the GoPro is still an excellent camera. I have a Logitech 5.1 system. You can barely see it because of the exposure. Oh wait, no, because it's not there. I forgot that fast. I'm only using stereo now, so it's technically a 2.1 system right down there. Honestly, guys, I just wasn't a big fan of how OS X handled the optical input, because when you did the volume keys on your keyboard, it wouldn't work. And I even put the adapter on there to change that, and you would still get a sound delay. So sometimes you hear like things in the videos, but you get like a half a second delay, and it would annoy me. So I took out the adapter, put it back in the regular optical or whatever I'm using now, and 2.1 still sounds great in my opinion. And by the way, 5.1, it takes up a lot of space. You gotta put a speaker over there, you gotta put a speaker over there. So for my preferred 5.1 experience, I still have my living room over there, which sounds awesome. And I just watched the new Godzilla last night. A lot of people said it sucked, but a lot of people said it was good. I have to agree with the latter. Amazing movie, I freaking loved it. And if you watched my Countdown to Christmas 2014 Day 3 video, then you'll hear more details in that. I'm really talking a lot. I keep messing up my speech, hence my cuts. But hey, it is what it is. There is a 7-port USB 3.0 hub. Works great. Maybe like $30 on Amazon. Nothing too bad. That's just part of Try the World. I gotta throw that out. Or probably reuse it for a Christmas gift. Here is another Poetic case. The same exact one I use on my iPad Mini 3. But it's red. So, red and black. Those just happen to be my high school colors. This chair is very old and worn, as you can probably see. But honestly, I love it. And I have a very hard time giving up something that has worked for me for so long. Kind of like my shoes. I only really buy sneakers every 2 or 3 years. Yeah, it's not a bad thing or a good thing. Just kind of how it is. If it's comfortable, why sell it? Why replace it, right? Of course. And this, for some reason, I always forget to mention my desk. This is the IKEA Jerker. Unfortunately, IKEA does not sell it anymore, but I believe they do sell a very similar desk called the Galant, which just happened to be my second car. But still, the IKEA Galant, I think, is similar. As well as the Frederick, I think. But I'm pretty sure the Galant is more similar. They might not even make the Frederick anymore. But maybe they do. I don't know. I don't really keep up on IKEA projects because literally, guys, I got this desk over 10 years ago. This is the longest I have ever kept the same desk. And I really don't have any complaints about it. It's just, it's deep, it's wide as hell. I still have plenty of space despite having 3 monitors. I mean, look at this. I have plenty of space if I want to write down notes or just do unboxings and stuff, and it's great. It's great. That's all I'm trying to say. Oh, and by the way, I have a USB 3.0 hard drive right back here. Western Digital 3 terabyte, works great. And a blue snowball mic, which I actually got from my friend Sully Dude years ago, back when I used to do daily streams in 2008. Alright, did I miss anything in my setup? Oh, Logitech C910 right there. Not C920, but C910. It works great. Alright, I'm looking around to make sure I don't miss anything. Facebook like button, kind of random, but I love it. Or should I say I like it. Facebook.com/DavidFranco. Down here is a space heater, nothing exciting, but I live in an old-fashioned house. I mean, this house was built in like, I think the 40s, so it uses an oil tank for the heat. So in other words, to fill up the tank, it's very, very expensive. So sometimes I just use this when I just need to heat up my office because I'm primarily in here most hours of the day. Back there are some spare tripods. There's my MacBook Pro bag as well as whatever else I put in there when I go camping or watch the pets at my parents' house. And we are back to square one. Or should I say, corner one. Oh wait, real quick. I rarely show you guys this unless I do a house tour, which is also very rare. Right up there. Wait, where are you? Oh, it's on the door. You know, I've lived here for more than 2 years and I still don't know where my things are. The office sign. How awesome is that? Because, well, this is an office. My first office ever, which I really, really do enjoy. And number 2, I'm a huge, huge, huge fan of The Office. I watch it every single day, at least when I can. And I'm just a big fan, that's all. And speaking of big fan, here's my Wawa shrine. And my eye shrine. But don't forget, you can get details on all this stuff in my Tour of a Geek's shelf or whatever I called it, I forget. But either way, I will link it right below. Check it out. So guys, I think that is it. My camcorder is getting quite warm. I've been talking a lot. I'm getting emails, I'm getting text messages, so I gotta get back to work. But as always, guys, if you have any questions about anything you saw today, never ever hesitate to ask. And most of this stuff can be found on my personal website. I think it's daviddefranco.com/mygear, but I'll also link that right below if you're interested. So guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support. It really, really does mean a lot to me. And I will see you in tomorrow's video. It's impossible to get good exposure in this office with this camcorder. What can you do? Peace.